my name is Georgia.
And I'm Olivia, and this is my voice.
And welcome to Nurse Ratchet. Today we've got our fucking recording pants on, obviously. Oh my God. Just wait for the Olivia fiddle and then we'll continue.
Yeah. You know
How it is. Crack. A nice crisp Diet Coke. Zero, of course.
Can't gain weight.
Zero sugar.
Yeah, not allowed to consume.
No, it's just actually the fact that I fucking hate the taste of normal Coke.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't even like Diet Coke. I just like Coke Z's.
I actually cannot taste the difference, you know. I actually can't. Max can. He'll tell you the difference between Coke Zero, Diet Coke, regular Coke, Pepsi, Pepsi Max.
Gotcha.
Mate, no, it's all the same. Anyway, yes, what's news? What'd you do this weekend?
Well, we've got a fucking pregnant cat in the house. Yes. She's heavily sagging. That belly is almost to the ground, isn't it? Look at it, just wobbling to the side. She's currently in the pod studio because it's the most secure locale for her to birth her children. We're expecting about...
Probably
three-ish weeks. I don't know. Olivia said it was kitten season, so I didn't
from what
know
I was told by the rescues, yes. This week is the kitten season, they say. So that means when they're getting all the new kittens or all the pregnant cats coming in.
Yep.
One or the other.
Okay. Well,
so that's why I'm suspicious.
I didn't know they had a season. There you go.
Yeah, that's why I'm suspicious about it happening this week because...
We'll let you know.
Because even the time before last time we recorded and I came over, she wasn't acting normally already. Yeah. That's been at least 3 weeks, mate.
Yeah.
And it's 4-week pregnancy?
No, it's 2 months. Yeah.
Why have I been thinking a month this whole time?
Nah, 2 months.
Then
she was just out for a couple of days and then she came back and she'd ballooned out and I'm like, it's not going to be long. Because last time when I started noticing them like kicking from the outside, you can just see it banging against her tummy as she lays down. It was like a week later and I can see the kicks now, so could be a week. You're right.
Well, if you can see the kicks, then maybe we can look up how far along...
Do it.
She would be.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do it right now. While Olivia's looking that up, we have our candle of the day. I don't know why I've started doing this, but I love candles. And I'm like, look, this is the Halloween dusk line that has just come out. It's got a little black cat and some pumpkins and some flowers and some mushrooms and stars and shit. And the scent is Perfect Pumpkin Soy Blend Scented Candle. It's like got pecans and pumpkin.
Okay.
Smells so good. I love it.
So
tell me.
I think I'm actually right.
Are you spot on?
I think I'm pretty fucking close in the sense that, okay, you're right about the 2-month pregnancy.
Yeah.
But I think she's been pregnant for a bit longer than we might think.
Do you think so?
So kittens can usually be seen or felt moving inside the mother cat during the last 2 weeks of the pregnancy, approximately, which typically spans around 63 to 67 days in total gestation. Around the 6th week of gestation, a cat's abdomen will become noticeably rounder and you may be able to start seeing or feeling the kittens moving. So she's at least 6 weeks.
The kittens are going.
You've got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah. And she's given the whole affectionate thing. Like, she's not an affectionate cat at all.
Especially not to me. She's got no interest in being next to me. But today, she was loving the head scratches.
She just comes and lays down in front of you and is just like, pet me.
She wants to, I think, feel secure maybe next to you.
It's probably like a nesting thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're probably right. When she went into labour, she came up and sat right on me and was like, help me.
That's what they will do. They'll go to their most like trusted
true.
person or place and give birth.
And
next
just before she was like all up in my grill. She was like in my face as I was sitting here. So,
well, she could probably feel it coming on, the contractions, and
she's probably having some Braxton Hicks. She probably is.
Maybe.
Oh, bless her. Anyway, she's stretched out on the floor. She seems quite happy.
Yeah, she's really stretchy.
So we'll let you know. I'm hoping it's a small litter again this time. I'm not ready for 10.
Oh, is that a possibility?
They can have up to 10.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that insane? And
please
apparently with each litter, they have more each time. Last time she had 3.
Yeah, she did. I thought she had 4, but no, it's 3.
3. So maybe one more. That'd be okay. Anyway, we'll let you know.
We'll see.
let's talk about the fucking week that's been, because...
Yeah, I did ask you, what have you done the last few days?
I was just talking about fucking pretzel. But what a fucking crazy week it's been online with the whole Charlie Kirk thing. God. What are your thoughts on it? I'm dying to know.
Well, so I have watched a lot of his videos online over the last few months, I guess, because he just pops up. Hey? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen a lot of his videos. You know, where he goes and does those debates and
change my mind videos.
Yes, those.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I can't remember if I've ever mentioned on this podcast, but I'm not really a political person or a religious person in the sense that
it's not your vibe.
No, there's pros and cons to both sides.
Yeah, you don't sit on either side of the fence. You're like on it.
Yeah,
you're on it. Yeah,
I could never pick one. I like and don't like many things about everything.
Okay, agreed. I'm kind of the same.
Yeah, and so with Charlie Kirk, some of the things he said I agreed with, and a lot of the things that he said I definitely didn't agree with. Yeah, of course,
like the abortion thing.
Of course,
that sort of shit. Yeah,
all of that related, anything related to religion.
Yep,
politics,
which mainly was the basis for all his views. Really,
yeah, exactly.
Was Christianity, but
yes.
Yeah, no, you know what I really enjoyed? I just really enjoyed watching him debate. I just really loved
very interesting.
The go between left and right views and Christian and non-Christian views. You know, and obviously his views.
I was impressed with his debating
could be
skills.
Considered very bigoted.
Yeah.
But you know.
But he was also didn't seem to me I don't know how to
hateful.
word this. Yeah. Yeah. I guess put it simply, he didn't seem a hateful person, and he wanted to just, I guess, talk about a certain thing.
Bring them to Jesus.
Yeah. And anyway, I think what has happened to him is incredibly tragic.
Fucked.
I feel incredibly sad for his wife and 2 young children who saw it happen.
Yeah. Well, that's in debate now.
Oh, really?
They don't think she was in attendance anymore. That was just something that was going around. But anyway, it's still terrible.
Yeah, and look, even if she wasn't there, I have no doubt she would have seen the videos and everything circulating online. And if... You know, even if the kids weren't there, one day they are going to see that video online of their dad being murdered in front of like thousands and thousands of people. And I just think it's really tragic. I think a young family has lost their father and their husband, and I don't think he deserved what happened to him at all.
No,
for just
agreed
talking. I don't think he did anything wrong. And I don't think violence or anything like that is the answer at all,
Absolutely
of course,
not.
Ever. I did, it really actually threw me for a couple of days. It was quite shocking.
Very.
Just...
Especially if you watched his shit, like...
Yeah.
And if you follow anyone, it's always a fucking huge shock when they die. Even celebrities and all of that. Like, it's like, oh, they are human, you know.
The way that it happened as well.
Just horrific.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And think of all the students there that were there as well watching.
So fucked. Do you know what's really pissing me off, though, is that, you know, you share these sentiments online and stuff, and then you get people absolutely coming at you for supporting his bigoted views. And it's like, no.
I'm just supporting a human being who was murdered.
Yes.
For no good reason.
That's it. I lost a couple of followers.
Really?
Yeah, because I said...
A couple or like a couple hundred?
No, just a couple.
Okay.
Just a couple. Because I think people are mostly rational, like, out there who follow me. But there's always the couple psychos on the internet who just... can't see the world through what it is, which is all shades of grey. It's always just black and fucking white, and that's just not the way the world is. It's like you can have a fucking opinion that is based out of kindness and love and still not have to fucking support everything that they fucking said. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say, fucking hooray, that bigot is dead. Like, I'm glad he's dead. Like, no, I'm not glad he's dead. I think that's absolutely a fucked opinion to have, and obviously his views harm people, but that's the way that we make change is through our words, and I'm just fully believe that.
And he was very open to debate.
And he had every right to do so. It's like the freedom of speech is a thing, and I think it's important.
It was all about talking.
Yeah, and, you know, people can choose to follow his beliefs or not. It's your fucking choice. But it's like one person is not going to change the whole country. You know what I mean? It's you have to look at both sides of things. Like, don't be a fucking idiot and just believe one side. And I'm including people on the left, like, who have progressive views. Don't be a fucking dweeb and say, like, I'm not going to listen to the right just because they're all hateful and bigoted and, you know, because that's just not true.
Not true.
Like,
at all.
People have all different levels of politics. People have all different levels of opinions and views. You know, it's like you can't just throw everyone into the same fucking bin. You know what I mean? I said to one person who was like, oh, I can't believe I'm hearing this from you, Georgia. And I was like, okay. I responded to a comment and I said, you know what? If you're going to unfollow, that's your choice. And that's what everyone should do if they disagree with what they see. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
And I'm not going to throw hate at you for unfollowing me or shoot you in the fucking neck. You know what I mean? Because everyone has a chance to speak their truth, and you just did it in my comment section. So you go, girl. Like, you're being a hypocrite. That's what I think. The hypocrisy. Oh, that I didn't say that right. Hypocrisy is evident. Oh my God.
Hypocrisy.
Do you ever watch Candace Owens? Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay. So Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens were working together in the early days of him starting up his little foundation that he does where he goes around and speaks to people. Anyway, she is quite an outspoken individual. She's a black woman. And she doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter. I mean, she thinks she's got these other views. And, you know, when you listen to her fucking talk, it's very interesting or whatever. I don't agree with a lot of what she says, but fuck, she's fascinating to listen to. She just got fired last year from a right-wing podcast for saying that she doesn't agree with Israel and stands with Palestine. Okay. So she's a right-winger who is anti-Israel and what they're doing, which is like not a thing. You know what I mean? So I find her absolutely fucking fascinating because she does what she wants. Even though her views swing conservative, and she's a Christian, she also is like, I can see a genocide, like, hello, anyone else? Like, and so she got fired because she stands with Gaza and Palestine. Well, she's against the fucking genocide.
But wouldn't that be considered, you know, you can't hire someone based, or you can't not hire someone based on religion, race, gender.
That's all they fucking speak about.
Yeah, but then they've gone ahead and fired her for her
exactly
a religious or political belief,
and the fact that she exercised freedom of speech, which is something that they promote all the time. It's very hypocritical. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she's gone off and done her own podcast. Anyway, long story short, she's very good friends with Charlie Kirk, or was before he died. She's devastated at his passing, and now she's investigating, full-blown, gone investigative journalist mode on who killed Charlie Kirk, and she thinks it's a big conspiracy. She thinks that the government, the feds are behind it, and then it's not necessarily what they're saying it is, which is a white gay man who is
young, 23 or
in a relationship with his trans roommate or whatever. It's not just that. And she thinks the trans roommate is probably got something more to do with it. She thinks the text message, have you seen the texts?
No.
It's like they've been written by AI. Like they...
Text between who?
The killer girlfriend? And the trans partner. It's saying, it's using very old language, like when he refers to the getaway car, he refers to it as his vehicle, and he's supposed to be a 22-year-old, you know what I mean? He uses very old term speak, and it's interesting because some people have said that maybe someone's gone into AI and said speak like a 22-year-old, but the AI has sort of translated it into speak like you're in the 1920s. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of theories online. But anyway, long story short, Candace Owens is going in hard for her mans, and I think that they fucked.
Probably, yeah.
She's going in. They probably didn't, but maybe she wishes they did.
The question is, if they did fuck, did it happen before or after he was married?
I mean, she knew him before.
Doesn't mean it didn't happen, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, wouldn't be surprised. The amount of fucking conservative Christian men that have cheated on their wives with trans people even, like, is a lot. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to talk about that because it's an interesting conversation. It's trending. Tell us what you think in the comments, which is on Spotify or on our Instagram. We would love to hear what you have to say, or you can email us.
Yes.
Oh my God, I got an email.
Oh my!
I did.
Did you?
Yes, I got an email.
Tell me.
She's emailed me under the name Sabrina Spellman. I think it's an alias.
Oh, okay.
I was like, how do you want me to refer to you? And she's like,
Fair enough.
Sabrina Spellman is fine. She wants me to talk about, it was a psychiatric asylum in New Zealand and they did some messed up shit to patients. People are just last year getting financial compensation from what they went through there. Well, those that survived anyway, she says. I think that would be really interesting and I think that you're right and I'm going to look into it, Sabrina, Queen. Anyway, send me your recommendations. Keep them coming. Over to you, Olivia.
Thank you. We're 21 minutes in now.
We've got to do the updates.
Yes, that's true. Oh, and I got another kitten. That's the other update.
Oh, yeah.
She's an 8-month-old rescue. She's very shy, but she's very sweet and cuddly. Haven't got a name for her yet. Can't think of one.
She's very grey, isn't she?
Yeah, and she's got white paws and a little white chin.
Socks?
I thought of that, but it's a bit mainstream.
It is very mainstream. You're a bit alternative.
Everything I think of doesn't fit. Anyway.
Something will come to you.
Yeah.
Suggestions, please send them to us at nurseratchetpodcast@gmail.com.
She's a little delicate fairy, if that gives you any idea.
What about
She's a little petite
Wren?
cutie. Wren.
W-R-E-N.
Like a bird, a fairy wren.
That's what came to mind. Fleur, Tinkerbell.
Please.
What
Belle.
about Galinda the Good Witch?
Bella. No. I thought of like
Bella.
Nova.
That's very mainstream.
Nova.
I like that. Nova. That's cool. That's like sort of witchy.
Ember.
Yeah, like
she's
an
a little,
ash.
She's a little ember waiting to burst into a beautiful flame. Eventually.
Like a phoenix.
Yeah. Phoenix.
Yeah, it's not bad. Or Fifi.
Nah, that's a bit lame.
It's cute. Bella's lame. Don't call your cat Bella. That's every cunt and their mother calls their cat Bella. Bella and socks. Anyway, what are we talking about today, Queen?
So today, I'm gonna start reading. Yeah.
But who's the person?
Oh, you'll find out.
Oh my God, it's like a fucking lucky dip.
So impatient.
I am.
I have written this actually in a way that's gonna keep you really wanting to know more.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm excited. How good does this fucking candle
I know, it's
smell?
beautiful.
Oh, it smells like dessert.
I love it. Oh, I gotta get some.
Yeah, I went in on the Halloween candles, I'm not going to lie. I got some skulls as well that bleed as you burn them. Yeah, they're like they're like
That's
black.
cool.
They're black and the inside is red. So as it melts, it's gonna
From
be
dusk
hella,
too?
Yeah, from dusk.
Oh my God.
They've got a massive one. I've got little skulls, but they've got this massive one as
I
well.
like that.
Yes, sick.
Oh, what does it smell like?
It's not a non-scented
Okay.
one. They're just like a fancy melt.
Effect.
A
Yeah,
fancy melt.
Okay. Today here, Georgia,
Here we are.
we will find ourselves discussing another angel of death.
Oh, fuck you.
As is the phrase, as we know. Yes.
Oh my God.
This person was labelled everywhere in the media as an angel of death.
As they all are.
I think that's just fucking hilarious.
We should just name this podcast, rename it Angel of Death.
We should. Angels of death.
Angels of Death, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, and as we know, the term angel of death or angel of mercy in criminal psychology refers to healthcare professionals such as doctors or nurses who have murdered multiple patients in a serial pattern.
Yep.
Therefore, also making them what we all know as serial killers.
Yep. But can we come up with another name, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, like another nickname. Be creative. Come on, you healthcare workers, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, how many angels of death are there? Because, like, really, they're not angels, and it paints a bit of a strange
Yeah, and it's
picture.
not mercy. It's not mercy.
No.
No.
No. It's torture.
Fuck's sake.
Let me paint a little picture for you.
Starting to get pissed off now. Anyway, keep going.
And this picture is going to sound familiar.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
It's already starting to
Yes,
sound familiar.
yes, of course. When a code blue emergency buzzer would go off on the cardiac or ICU ward of the Good Samaritan Hospital in I don't know how to pronounce this, West Islip or Islip of New
How's
York.
it spelled?
ISLIP. West Islip, New York.
Americans chime in.
Right. A young, bearded, registered nurse by the name of Richard Angelo would often be the first on the scene, working desperately to save a crashing patient. It was no wonder, however. And you know why, Georgia?
Why, doll?
Because 25-year-old Richard Angelo regularly created such emergencies on the cardiac ward that he worked.
What do you know?
By injecting his elderly patients with specific medications in order to cause respiratory failure.
What? That's so original. I would never have guessed that he was behind it. Fucking
This
hell.
guy should go down in history. He would then, of course, take the opportunity to lead the resuscitation efforts of his patients in a twisted and bizarre attempt to look like a hero to his colleagues and the family members of his patients. So, yes, he really wanted to impress everyone around him, not just his colleagues, but patients who were in the room and their family members who were also watching at the time.
The God complex is complexing. Fucking hell.
Yup. Fucking Richard Angelo. Richard
Sounds
Angelo.
like a dick. Stupid name. Hate him.
He was born on the 29th of August in 1962 to a mother and father who both worked in education. His mother, Alice, was an economics teacher, and his father, Joseph, worked as a high school guidance counsellor on Long Island, New York. Richard was described as a quiet and polite child by his neighbours, although he craved a lot of attention and recognition, which he later sought out to achieve through his nursing career. Richard graduated from St. John the Baptist Diocesan High School.
It's a lot of S's.
And it's a C. There's C's in there too, which is confusing. Diocesan in 1980, during which time he was an Eagle Scout. And then he entered into a 2-year-long nursing program at Farmingdale State College, where he was a well-regarded and respected honour student, making the Dean's honour list every single semester. And he graduated with honours in 1985. So he was a top student.
Yeah, you like that recognition, obviously.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably what he was striving to achieve, is get his name on the Dean's list every semester. He also worked as a volunteer fireman. So to everyone around him, he seemed like a confident, driven, caring and respectful person.
What a hero.
However, somewhere deep inside of him, he also had a desire to be seen and recognised as a hero, and it didn't take long at all for his desire to become out of control. And he began harming and consequently killing some of his patients in an attempt to then have the chance to save them and look like the hero.
Ugh.
His first job was as a registered nurse in the burn unit at the Nassau County Medical Center in East Meadow, where he stayed for a year, then moving to Brunswick Hospital in Long Island. He then left that position to move to Florida with his parents, but only 3 months later returned back to New York and began working at the Good Samaritan Hospital. It didn't take long for Richard to establish himself in his role as a highly competent and well-trained nurse. He had a calm demeanour that meant he worked very well under a high-stress environment of the ICU on night shift.
Maybe because he didn't give a fuck.
Maybe, yeah. No, empathy or feeling, And he liked his night shift. He mainly did night shift.
I wonder why.
He easily gained the trust of all of his colleagues, especially the doctors. However, that didn't seem to be enough for him, as we will discover. As Richard found himself unable to achieve the level of praise that he so desired in his everyday life, he came up with the brilliant plan of injecting drugs into his patients at the Good Samaritan Hospital.
So brilliant and
Bringing
original.
bringing them to a near-death state. This allowed him, because he knew exactly what he had done and what was going on with the patients, to showcase his heroic life-saving abilities by helping doctors to save his victims, impressing the doctors, nurses, and other patients and their families with his skills and expertise.
Okay, I wonder what kind of skills and expertise he provides, like the cure.
Like, is he fucking intubating them?
I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's not suspicious.
Yeah, right. However, for many, his evil plan fell short and didn't work at all the way he intended.
Good.
Meaning that several of his patients unfortunately died horrific deaths before he was able to intervene.
Hello everyone, it's future Georgia here. I'm so sorry to interrupt this program, but we actually realised that the recording stopped halfway through this podcast. So I do apologise for the change in audio quality. We had to import the audio out of the video file, so it's going to be a bit echoey. I'm going to do my best to edit it, but please bear with us. So sorry again. We're very pissed off that this even happened. Okay, so here is the rest of the podcast via video audio. Okay, bye.
And save them from the deadly drugs that he had injected into someone who trusted him with their life.
Fumbled the bag. Well, like, does he feel bad about that, I wonder? You know what I mean?
Angelo mostly worked the graveyard shift, starting at 11 p.m. and finishing at 7 a.m. Mm-hmm. This put him into the perfect position to work on executing his crimes. And his feeling of inadequacy was so much so that in his short time of 2 months at the Good Samaritan Hospital, there were 37 code blue emergencies called during his shifts.
Oh my God. By him? I wonder. Maybe not.
Oh, not all by him.
Yeah, he's like left to die.
But they were his patients.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he wasn't even smart about it. I mean, you would think he would go in on someone else's patients that didn't look fucking...
Doesn't seem like
sus.
it, no.
Oh, right. Whatever.
Only 12 of these 37 patients lived to tell their story about their near-death experience, making the official death toll of his crimes 25 victims, both men and women.
What a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Unfazed by the potential of being caught attempting to murder one of his patients, Angelo injected his patients with a certain combination of drugs, telling the patient that he was giving them something to make them feel better.
I think it's also Jane Toppin. She would say, here, drink this, it'll help you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those fucking concoctions of cocoa wine. And fucking... Remember when she did the fucking... a poison enema?
She was so fucked up.
She was fucked.
It's definitely my favourite serial killer.
It's not funny what she did.
No, I just find funny. The complexity of
crazy.
her and her crimes so fascinating.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Clarifying. Don't cancel us.
Yes.
If we're not cancelled for the Charlie Kirk commentary, we'll be cancelled for that. One or the other.
So be it.
So be it.
Shortly after administering his chosen deadly cocktail, patients would begin to feel numb. Their breathing would constrict, and they would lose the ability to communicate with the doctors and nurses. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what on earth are these drugs that I'm talking about?
Let me guess.
What's the symptoms? Would begin to feel numb. They would feel unable to breathe, and they wouldn't be able to talk or move.
Sounds like an opioid.
Yeah. Okay. The two drugs that Richard Angelo chose to murder his patients with were pancuronium and succinylcholine.
Oh, fuck.
We're into the paralysing. We're into the muscle paralysing.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Alive and awake and awake.
Yeah, suffocating to death. That's so fucked. That's what happened with Redondivore. She didn't fucking mean to do it.
Mm-hmm. So for those who don't know, pancuronium and succinylcholine are muscle paralysing drugs that are generally used to assist with intubating someone. So it relaxes and paralyses the muscles so that we can pass an airway through, which allows the anaesthetist to also control the breathing, and it allows for surgery to occur safely because the patient is unable to move.
And only used in fucking surgery, really?
Yeah, or like an ICU scenario.
Yeah,
where they need
when they need to tube someone.
Yeah, exactly.
ED. But this was not any of those places, just a ward, yeah?
Just a cardiac ward.
Yeah.
7 months after Angelo started his job at the Good Samaritan Hospital, he came under suspicion after one of his victims, a man named Gerolamo Kucic, 73, managed to use his call button to call a nurse for assistance after he received an injection from Angelo and started to feel extremely unwell. One of the nurses that responded to his call for help ended up taking a urine sample from him, which was analysed in a lab. The test returned positive for the drugs pancuronium and succinylcholine, neither of which had been prescribed to Kucic for anything. A report was made to the police, and the next day, Richard's locker at work, as well as his home, were searched.
So straight up, they were like...
Yeah, they got straight to it.
Yeah, good.
They searched his home and his locker at work, where they found vials of both of those drugs.
Wow.
Resulting in Angelo's arrest and charges of assault. Yeah. He's just
so dumb.
All these empty and full vials in his locker
like little
and
trophies.
his house. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little...
It's giving trophies.
Every time he goes to his locker,
look at my collection.
A nice memory.
Oh, yuck.
Yup. Following his arrest, Angelo, for some reason, decided to confess to his crimes.
Well, it's kind of hard to fucking not when the murder weapon's found in your fucking house and locker.
And he admitted to having poisoned as many as 35 patients in the 7 months that he worked at the Good Samaritan. As a result of his confession, the bodies of 32 of his suspected victims were exhumed and tested for these same deadly drugs.
Nice.
Of which the test came back positive in 6 of the dead patients. These patients were John Fisher, 75, Milton Pulteney, 75, Joseph O'Neill, 79, Frederick Legoire, 65, Joanne Hayes, 53, and Anthony Green, 57.
R.I.P.
So while the test came back positive in only 6 of the victims, authorities have always been convinced that he poisoned way more than that, at least 20 to 30 people.
It's always very likely.
Yeah, they just weren't able to trace them or find them. Or they just didn't have a record, or the bodies were unable to
cremated
provide. They were unable to get actually anything to test from them. So, on his taped confession,
fishy. She's Kiwi. She's Kiwi, ladies and gentlemen.
Why do I do this sometimes?
There it is. There's the Kiwi.
On his taped confession, Angelo is recorded as saying to authorities, "I wanted to create a situation where I would cause the patient to have some respiratory distress or some problem, and through my intervention or suggested intervention or whatever, come out looking like I knew what I was doing. I had no confidence in myself. I felt very inadequate."
Can I just comment on that?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
What?
That he's just a serial killer trying to cover his tracks, and like the whole hero, I'm trying to save them thing is just to cover. Because if you were to do that and you're educated and you had a medical background, you would use an opioid. But why would you use a fucking muscle relaxant? That's
torture them and then bring them back.
That's not so easily reversed if you don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, you can tube them and then wait for it to wear off, obviously. That's true. Now I'm, like, talking my way around it.
Sometimes you've got to do that.
Same thing. Like, if you gave an opioid, it would wear off too if you tubed them.
Yeah. And it's hard. I mean, it's not like... I don't think they don't track muscle relaxants. They don't count them.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's no counting of... I mean, we count morphine.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
No, fair point. It's you can just grab it out of the fucking cupboard.
Yeah.
Which again,
it's just there.
I made this point in the Redondaville case. I'll make it now. Why the fuck aren't muscle relaxants locked up
in a specific,
as well as insulin?
A specific area of their own cupboard, their own fridge.
Yeah. Muscle relaxants, insulin, potassium.
Yeah.
All of those very dangerous drugs that can lead to death very quickly if you fuck with them.
I mean, at some hospitals, you'll find the muscle relaxants and stuff in the fridge right next to, like, insulin stuff that they use for eye injections.
As well as insulin, active and all that's just hanging out in the fridge.
Yeah, and all of the cardboard boxes that they come in look very similar, of course, and even though it's an Omnicell, those ones, you can still accidentally grab the wrong thing because it's not actually counted properly in the fridge.
If it's in the vicinity, of something else.
Yeah.
You're sure the fridge is locked and there's a record of you accessing the fridge, but you could have put in eye drops instead of fucking... Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I suppose you can track it, like, who accessed the fridge on this day, I suppose.
Yeah. So it depends where you
work. But not all people have Omnicells, not all people have locked fridges.
No.
Like... They need to sort of do that. I think all healthcare facilities should have locked up drugs. Yeah.
But the muscle relaxants, I think they just have them freely there because grabbing a muscle relaxant in an emergency is way different than grabbing a painkiller.
It's like kind of the same vibe though, isn't it? You got to mix it up, you got to prepare it.
Well, I just mean if you needed to take a muscle relaxant out, you would waste so much time having to count those things. Do you know what I mean? If it was tracked.
I think there's
almost
like with the Redondaville case, there's that emergency access thing where you can just go, it's an emergency grab.
Okay, I see.
And also, like, the emergency trolleys all have that shit in there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's sucks. There's definitely sucks for tubing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not pink. Yes, interesting. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Continue.
So during his trial, Richard Angelo was charged with multiple counts of second-degree murder and assault in connection with the unauthorised injection of 7 patients with a neuromuscular blocking agent at the hospital in which he was employed as a nurse, resulting in the deaths of 6 of those patients from respiratory failure. Prior to the trial, however, he was held in Suffolk County Jail for over a year while he awaited his trial, and he was offered a bail of $50,000. However, he decided not to accept the offer and declined to pay it, saying that he feared for his own personal safety due to how high profile the case had become.
Oh, fucking weird flex. It's like, oh, look at me.
I'm so scared.
Maybe he just didn't have that fucking money or anyone to pay it.
Probably not.
He's just trying to save face.
He's a nurse.
Yeah, as if anyone has that kind of money.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, he ain't got $50,000 in the 80s.
No, his parents mustn't either. They're just teachers.
Yeah. Counsellor and school teacher. In a trial lasting 8 weeks, Richard's lawyers attempted to argue a defence of mental illness, claiming, get ready,
I'm ready,
that he suffered from dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see where this is going.
Which then prevented him from recognising what he was doing and the risk associated with injecting a patient with a neuromuscular blocking agent.
I call bullshit because DID is multiple personality disorder. Yeah. Sorry.
My next sentence is. So they claimed that he had been unaware of his doings because he had been in a totally different personality at the time that he poisoned his victims.
Who is not a nurse and is not medically trained.
Exactly. So, 2 psychological experts also testified that Angelo suffered from a dissociative disorder.
Yeah.
So he somehow found
that's interesting.
3 experts.
Paid them, probably.
Maybe that's where his bail money went.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? He was like, no, I'm not going to get out. I'll just pay these lawyers.
Does it say when he was diagnosed? No.
No, this is while this is during the trial. Yeah. They've done an assessment of him, I'm guessing, and then taken that evidence to trial and said, this is what we found.
If he doesn't have a prior diagnosis of DID, it's a less credible argument in court.
Bullshit.
Yeah. If he didn't have it pre-existingly, it kind of looks like he made it up, cunt.
Yeah. All right, so these 2 other experts, they testified that he also suffered from a dissociative disorder, saying that he had feelings of extreme inadequacy and sought to create situations in which he could prove his incompetence.
It's giving...
I love how the lawyers are like, yes, our client is very inadequate feeling, and that's our defence.
He has a small dick. He has a small dick that shows on the outside. He's trying to compensate in multiple ways. He has a micro penis.
With multiple personalities.
Isn't there another person that we covered that had some sort of complex around his dick? Impotence.
No. Impotent man.
Who was that?
One of the guys I did.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to remember. Who was that?
Butcher Beaker. Yep.
I mean, it's just the answer to so many fucking questions as to why men behave the way they do.
He felt that he was, sexually incompetent.
Yes.
That's why he targeted
females.
Women.
Yes.
Specifically for his victims.
It's all coming back to me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yes, he felt very inadequate, poor man. They also testified that his dissociative disorder had apparently caused Angelo to be unaware that the injections he had given these patients were the cause of their potential respiratory failure and ultimate deaths.
Bullshit.
So they say, he's in a different personality, so therefore he has no idea that the injection he's given could kill them.
Why is he
because
giving
he's
an injection,
not in the nurse personality. He's not Richard Angelo, the registered nurse, when he's giving these medications, apparently.
I call bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't realise you would... if you were in a personality that was not a nurse, then you wouldn't even be giving an injection in the first place. You'd be freaking out going, what the fuck am I doing in a hospital?
And I don't think you would be able to get through nursing school either.
People would notice as well. They'll be like, he's behaving weird.
Yeah, he's like a different
He's like talking to the walls, or like he's like he's not
switched personality.
He's not responding to his name. You know, he's saying he's got a different job. People would pick up on that.
Yeah.
No, I don't buy it.
Yeah. So he was apparently given a polygraph test as well. Yeah, which registered that he was being truthful when he said that he had not been present at any of these patient deaths. So he was asked, were you present for any of these deaths? And he was recorded as being truthful in his answer when he said, no, I wasn't at any of them.
Doesn't mean anything.
No.
Polygraphs.
As we know, They don't mean anything. So thankfully, though, the court ruled that the polygraph results should be inadmissible in court, as they were scientifically unreliable. Yeah.
Why do they still use them?
Yeah. Just to intimidate people, I think.
Maybe.
In their questioning.
To confess.
Yeah, just make them scared. Oh, this machine.
The results are just like, well, we can't really rely on the results, but we can use it as an intimidation tactic kind of thing.
If you hooked me up to a polygraph, I would be guilty of every single thing you possibly asked me because I'd be so nervous.
Because I have anxiety.
Yeah, what the hell? It's so unfair. It's bullshit.
Imagine if you had, like, runs of VFib or whatever. What is it? The VT? Sorry.
VT, yeah.
Syndrome or whatever, or you had AF or something random like that. Like, none of it would be fucking readable.
Probably a good way to get away with it, maybe.
I have AF.
They had 2 other psychiatric experts come in after this polygraph. Anyway, these experts thankfully also discounted what they were saying, and they said that what his lawyers are claiming is bullshit. And he does not have a dissociative identity disorder, but he definitely has a personality disorder of some sort.
I'm sure that's true.
Therefore, he was 100% aware of what he was doing at the time of his crimes. Period.
That's much more believable.
Yeah. Alright? He's just fucked. Richard was ultimately convicted of 2 counts of depraved indifference murder.
Ooh.
1 count, I've never heard that.
No, me either.
1 count of 2nd-degree manslaughter. 1 count of criminally negligent homicide.
Yeah.
And 6 counts of assault on a person with respect to 5 of the patients.
Wow.
Yep.
That's an interesting mix.
Yeah, because, I mean, it is physical assault.
It's definitely assault and it's definitely murder, but it's like...
Yeah. Homicide.
Homicide's murder, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you've got, of course, different degrees, as we know.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, on the 24th of January, 1990, so he hadn't been alive very long.
No.
A few years.
Thank God.
Short years. Yeah, I know.
Thank fuck for that.
Yep. 1990, the judge ended up sentencing him at the end of the 8-week trial to 61 years to life in prison. Yeah. However, the maximum possible... No, it's okay. However, the maximum possible term per state law was 50 years to life, technically.
I mean, what's 10 years?
It's all got to do with what they write on that piece of paper.
I know, and you probably get parole in 40, like, you know. It's just fucking annoying.
Well... He's currently serving a life sentence at Sing Sing Correctional Facility.
Okay.
And he won't become eligible for parole until 2049, when he is 87. If he makes it to 87.
Pray
By the
he
time,
doesn't.
if he does make it to 87 and he gets out, but he can't fucking walk, you know?
Yeah, he won't be able to help. Well,
yeah.
Never say never, but...
So, overall, we learned that in the end, his hero syndrome got the better of him and was responsible for his very, very quick downfall as a registered nurse. He hurt his patients for his own selfish personal gain in an attempt to look good to his colleagues and feel good about himself. And in doing so, he ruined the lives of at least 35 people and the lives of their loved ones as well.
Yeah.
And that is the story of Mr. Richard Angelo.
Fascinating. We've got a Merce, Angel of Death. A Merce.
There you go, mate.
Fascinating.
That is Richard Angelo.
Richard Angelo. Never heard of him.
80s. Neither had I. I did some digging deep. There wasn't a lot on this guy, actually.
Yeah.
I had to do some digging.
You did some sleuthing on the internet.
Very old articles from the 80s and 90s, yes. That's where you find all the good shit, though, because that was reported at the time that this is happening. So you just, you know, an article written 20 years later is just completely different. You don't get the same sort of information.
I know, and we just show everything these
I
days.
know.
Remember back in the day they never showed dead people on the fucking news? Now they do.
Yeah.
Now they do. Now it's all over TikTok. Just dead children, people getting shot in the neck, all of that shit. Like...
You know that he was going for his chest, yeah, and he missed?
How do we know that?
Max is a Marine.
Yeah.
You can calculate the trajectory of the shot. He would have been aiming for centre mass, apparently.
Yeah. I saw someone talk who was
And
he's
the
an
trajectory,
ex-Marine.
Yeah, he miscalculated.
Speak on that on TikTok as well.
He wouldn't have
said
been
that
going for the
exactly.
head because he definitely would have missed.
Yeah.
Ricocheted, apparently, off his collarbone.
Straight into his artery.
Up into there.
Yeah. Yeah, he bled out in seconds. Have you seen the footage where he was bleeding?
Of course I've seen the footage
It's
of when
just
he
like-
was shot and everything.
Yeah, but people have blurred it and made it discoloured, and so you can't
I've
actually
seen the
see.
original.
Yeah, see the
I've
level
seen
of.
it all.
Have you?
Yeah, do you want me to show you the actual video?
I do want to see that. because I want to see if it's kind of like vein or artery. It's giving like...
It's artery. It's instant death, in my opinion.
It's giving both, actually, because the way it poured, it didn't necessarily spurt.
I'm sure a lot of these videos have actually been deleted.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, because a lot of them are censored.
Just turn the volume up if you
want. God damn.
Gang violence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, instant death.
Yeah, he really wasn't alive the minute that he got shot.
No, he would have lost consciousness within
crazy.
like 2 seconds. Fair enough, I did the same thing.
That literally took out his vein.
It blew his blew his artery.
Blew his whole artery out.
Open.
And you can just see it pouring out of his head. It's actually like...
He lost consciousness immediately.
It's actually like all his cerebral blood flow is coming out. Mm-hmm. So would that be vein? Draining back down?
No, that's both. Look, honestly.
Yeah, I reckon it's both too. But it's giving vein to me because the way it pours and doesn't splurt.
You think so?
Yeah. I reckon it's the jugular vein. Let's look up the anatomy of the neck.
Could be, but when you think of the impact of this bullet, which is designed to take down the size of a moose. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure about the sizing of bullets in regard to this gun.
I am telling you that this specific caliber of bullet is designed for hunters to take down large animals,
Yes.
So him being hit by this bullet, even though the blood flow isn't that much and that obvious for what we would expect, right? You have to think about all that internal damage in his neck, his brain and his chest. Yeah. Even if he's not bleeding, he very likely has tears and incredible trauma. He wouldn't have been able to breathe. He wouldn't have been able to do anything. There's just nothing. He would have lost consciousness to
the carotid external
a second or two.
It's the jugular vein. Look at it. It's right there. Look how massive that is.
You're right.
Yeah.
Got him in the jugular vein, potentially.
Yeah. It would have been... and the carotid. Right underneath it and right next to it.
I'm sure it got
both. Yeah. And it's not funny, but we're just... No. This is just how we are. Yeah.
I think the surgeon said that his spine also was...
broken.
Shattered.
Oh,
or something. I mean, the impact of the bullet, it ruined him internally.
Yeah. It's so terrible. No one deserves that, man.
No. The only saving grace is he was out instantly.
Hopefully it actually did take out... sort of severed his spine, his neck.
Did you see the posture he made?
Yeah, sort of back to the left.
Apparently this posture means instant...
the arms are going... Yes,
/ brain death severing.
It's probably this fucking spinal cord being severed.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why they're saying, like, he felt nothing. He had no awareness. He wouldn't have felt the thing. He wouldn't have even heard the bullet.
Yeah, he was immediately out of it. There was no
and then you hear
awareness, was there?
In the air, the bullet whizzing through, because that's how fast it is. He wouldn't have any clue, and that's the only...
The saving grace.
Saving grace.
It was horrendous for everyone else to witness.
But it was
probably not horrible for him.
Painless death.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Crazy. The world is nuts. The world is absolutely insane. Like, what world are we actually living in right now? Yeah. And if someone on the left did that, that's just so fucked.
Apparently his dad was a right-winger.
Yeah.
And then he dobbed him in. But the kid is left.
Dating, But...
He donated all that money to charity.
What money?
There was a $100,000 reward or $1 million reward. No, $100,000 reward for anyone who turned him in.
Yeah.
Or had,
the $1 million reward is for Desi Freeman.
Yes, it is.
And they still haven't found him.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either. Yeah.
There we go, guys.
Crazy. Thank you very much. That was very interesting. Do all the things. Follow our Instagram. Email us. nurseratchetpodcast@gmail.com. And if you could please rate the show and share it.
Does that help? Ratings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to go up on the charts or whatever.
I see.
And
so you come up more.
Ratings help us be seen by searchers and stuff. So if you could please rate the show, that would be amazing. And recommend us to your true crime friends or nursing girlies.
Doctor friends.
Yeah, sure.
So they can have a listen to the other side.
Not that they will.
Come on, surely we have a doctor or two somewhere in the world who's had a listen.
Send this to your extremely political friend who is likely going to stitch it and be outraged and get us out there. Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Love y'all. See you next week. Bye.